Some awesome photos there. Thank you, everybody, for sending them in. And, of course, everybody who didn't have one featured yet, there's a chance they might. We're loving going through these. Phil, I know you were out Friday night looking at these lights. Did you see, I'd love to hear in your words what you saw, I should ask, because I missed them. So I'm just seeing them in the photos, but a first-hand account would be great.
Have you ever seen the Northern Lights yourself?
When I was young, I saw them, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, and so I think what some people, if you haven't seen them, I think it's important to note a lot of those pictures are long exposures, colors are boosted. When you see them in person, they're not, you know, blinding bright or anything like that. They're a little duller than that, but they are still incredible. And they were absolutely naked eye visible Friday night. We had a really major solar storm about a year ago in April of last year. I wouldn't say they stacked up to that, but it was still really cool to see it Friday. And they were out last night too, but only briefly.
All right. Well, I'm hoping there's another chance sometime soon, rather than later, that I'll get to check them out.
We are still at what's known as a solar maximum, so the sun is still extremely active. So I would say it's likely that over the next few months, we're probably going to get some more solar storms headed our way that would trigger the Northern Lights.
Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 11 News at 9. Many of us have been waiting for nightfall and the chance to once again catch this, the Northern Lights. Last night was an absolutely spectacular and colorful display across the northeast Wisconsin skies, the result of a rare and powerful geomagnetic storms caused by coronal mass ejections, or CMEs. In regular person talk, that's essentially when the sun belches out massive amounts of energy, and when it hits the earth, well, take a look. These fabulous images sent to our Chime In tell it all. The lights have graced our state with neon greens and piercing purples.
Unbelievable images. Northern Lights seen in much of the United States over the weekend, especially on Friday night. They were seen as far south as Texas and Alabama. Saturday, too, around here, folks saw the Northern Lights. It's looking like you'll have less of a chance now to see them tonight or this week. As the likelihood lessens, it's being called a once-in-a-lifetime event. What happened Friday, where everybody saw them except for me and Rachel.
And we were all sleeping at that time. It's hard to stay up on a Friday when you know, those people who work the overnight shifts.
Yeah, exactly. And I tried, and Sarah and I went out and we kind of looked and we kind of saw some streaks, but it was just starting to clear out. And we thought, nah, I don't think I'm going to get in the car right now. But your husband did, right?
Yep, and he took our daughter and they loved it. They found a great show. They saw it. It was lovely.
Once in a life, well, maybe.
And I asked my daughter if she took any pictures, and she said no. She just looked up with her eyes and enjoyed it.
Sometimes that's the best thing to do. And really, the pictures, I understand the camera can make it more sensitive to light, so really, you can see it through the naked eye, but it might look a little bit more brilliant with the camera.
It's amazing, those pictures, what people captured.
Oh, I know, and the videos, wow.